What's up, Taurus Collective? Thank you for joining me for your end of year reflection reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. This month's readings will be in assistance of those of you interested in reflecting on the themes, the lessons of this year of 2024, which will be helpful as you move forward into 2025 with some insight and some wisdom. So we're going to tap in. If you have not checked out the Aries reading, check that out, as I have completed and posted that one. But I did receive a download yesterday to add to or to serve as the premise of the Taurus reading. And that message was, you are at the edge of the ledge and being encouraged to jump. And when I heard that intuitively, it prompted thought of, okay, if the Taurus collective is at the edge of the ledge and being encouraged to jump, what happens if they decide not to? Because we all have free will, right? If your divine path, your next stop on the journey requires some leap of faith that you are afraid to take, are you pushed? And if you've ever been pushed off a ledge or off a like say when you get pushed into the pool, that's traumatic, especially if you can't swim, right? If you're not prepared to survive. But for some, that is exactly how they learn to swim, being pushed into the water. And for some of you, it may require, or this year in reflection has been, you're discovering that you were brought to the edge of something and your circumstances was the divine. Things were allowed to happen because the divine was pushing you where you were refusing to take the leap. So we're gonna tap in with some tarot and some oracle. I'm actually going to be using the energy oracle cards as the tarot to get the overall energy. I'm then going to pull from the archetype cards to see what archetype best serves you at this point on the journey. I'm going to tap in with the power of surrender cards to see what you need to surrender or surrender to. And then we're going to get a closing message from the sacred destiny cards. So let's see here. Clear. God, I thank you for your love and light and this opportunity to be a vessel, to bring forth a message of truth to your people. I ask that you bring forth the best message for the highest good of the Taurus collective at this time, as we reflect on some of the key lessons and themes of their year and provide some insight for where they're moving forward. We thank you. And so it is. Okay. The cards that flipped out amidst my prayer was the number 35 with the root chakra, which speaks about safety, security, stability, ancestral healing and strength, protection, with this Archangel Michael image being seen here. So feeling rooted and grounded and safe and secure as it relates to walking through the door to romance. So for many of you, the lessons that you have learned have helped to contribute to, or were designed to help to contribute to you taking a leap of faith as it relates to romance in your life. Not being afraid, feeling stable and secure, whether that means not putting so much emphasis on where your finances are, or you working on being more financially safe and secure, even feeling more emotionally safe and secure to enter the door to romance. So that may be a key theme for you guys here with the root chakra Archangel Michael and the daughter romance. And I'm hearing with this energy of Archangel Michael works with the sword of truth. And with that sword, truths are revealed and cords are cut in order to make way and help one align with their highest path, right? Into their higher self. Make decisions that are aligned with the divine plan for their life. So, like I said, some of you may have been cutting some cords as it relates to ancestral healing that needed to take place, generational healing that has needed to take place. Some of you have been cutting cords with in terms of your relationships to people, your own patterns that you operated from as a result of being in a imbalance, having an imbalanced root chakra, not feeling safe and secure. You know, when your root chakra is unhealthy, there's a certain way that you live in survival mode. And so you operate in a way that says that you don't trust that you are abundant and provided for, and that you're safe and that you're secure. And that keeps you limited, that keeps you bound, that keeps you from making self-honoring decisions, that keeps you from taking a leap of faith and trying new things or connecting with higher vibrational people. And in this situation, it's talking about in love. So that has been the overall energy. As you all reflect on your year, you may want to apply some of the things you know that have particularly happened along your journey as it relates to not feeling safe and secure, as it relates to romance in your life. At the top of the deck, you have indecision. That's one of those things. When you're in lack consciousness, you're going to stand at you're going to find yourself at a crossroads where you can't keep going forward. You got to make a choice. Red pill or blue pill, left or right. And all you know is you can't go forward and you can't go backwards. Like, you can't move forward ignoring what is being faced, what you're being faced with. So you got to take that leap. I told you, standing at the edge, being encouraged to jump and being encouraged to make a decision, to stop being indecisive. So you have that energy at the top of the deck, which makes the second 8 that has come forward in this reading as the number 35, with the root chakra card represents 8 as well, which speaks to your abundance and your limitlessness. You know, the number 8 is the same as the infinity symbol. When you turn it sideways, and the infinity symbol represents our limitless power. But when you limit yourself, you often end up in indecision and hitting brick walls, where the divine fully intends for you to see all the possibilities, or that the possibilities are endless, or that for you to see all the possibilities that are being presented to you and take full advantage of them. At the bottom of the deck, you have crown chakra. No, that's not the crown. I didn't say crown chakra by happenstance, though. Somebody has, by way of the experience they've had this year, it has led to you, or is leading to you, being more attuned to your higher chakras. Your root chakra, not your root chakra, your crown chakra, your third eye, which is what this card is. The third eye chakra, represented by Archangel Metatron. Metatron governs transformation. So somebody has gone through a huge spiritual awakening and have tapped into their intuitive gifts, paying attention to signs, synchronicities, dreams, shamanism, herbalism, like far more spiritual than they started out at the beginning of this year. So this is beautiful as you're moving out of indecision and allowing your decisions to be intuitively led with the third eye chakra here. So let's tap into what archetype you guys are needing to tap in with and like best embody, or that would best serve you at this point on the journey. My nose trying to run a little bit all out of nowhere. So the archetype card that fell out fell face down and on top of the door to romance. The slave. It's in its light attribute, and it speaks to surrendering your power of choice. Again, you got that indecision, needed to make a choice at the top of the deck. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. When you have power of choice, when you have freedom of choice, you're no longer enslaved. When you tap into, take advantage of, live in your freedom of choice, you are a sovereign being, and you don't allow anyone or anything to make your decisions for you, but you take your dictates from the divine, following your the dictates of your third eye, where your third eye is leading you. That's the God in you speaking to you, your internal GPS system, your intuition. And this is like surrendering to the divine with complete trust. Okay, God, you chose this person for me. I trust you. I'm no longer fighting this. I'm no longer procrastinating. I'm no longer standing at this ledge and refuse. Just saw 11:11. I'm no longer standing at this ledge and refusing to jump. I'm choosing what it is that you've chosen for me, because I know that's what's best for me. That's where my heart is leading me. That is dope, because when you're in this slave archetype and it's in the reverse, or it's in the shadow aspect, it's giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So letting something outside of you make your choices, or seeking external validation as it relates to the choices that you make, allowing someone else and what they may think or what they say to limit your choices. No, God said for me to go that way, so that's where I'm going. You'll be all right. Take it up with God. If I'm doing what the divine told me to do, then I ain't got to answer to you. I got to answer to the divine for the decision that I make or do not make. And so if you got a problem with this decision that I'm making, don't take it up with me. Take it up with the God in me. Take it up with the divine, right? So you got this slave archetype where you're being urged. And for those of you, you're being urged, if you haven't taken this leap, but if you have taken the leap, this is confirmation, like a high five, that you have evolved into someone who surrenders to the divine, your power of choice to the divine with complete trust, because you know that the Lord is never going to steer you in the wrong direction. This is standing at this tree, this impasse, where this road ends, and like, okay, Lord, which direction you want me to go? And then standing there listening to your internal voice, being able to decipher between your fears and your intuition, paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, which way the wind blows, what the animals and the plant life around you, what symbols and signs they're sending you, and then deciding from there which direction to go, because you know whatever direction that is, you're not being steered wrong. God got your front and your back, right? Like they say, the famous saying, the universe got your back. The universe got your front and your back in your decision making, when you surrender your decision making to God, and not to let something outside of you make the decision for you or affect your decision. At the top of the deck with the archetypes, we have the artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So this is speaking to someone who is very creative, and how they went about expressing themselves and tapping into their artist archetype or energy of just how they express their creative gifts, right? And going from the artist to the angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Now, with this artist card and its shadow attributes, this is someone who uses their talents as the excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. That's when you use your creative gifts to manipulate. When you use your talents and your gifts for egoic, for egoic gain or attention, resources, you know what I'm saying? And it's not spirit led, right? But someone is going from this artist archetype to the angel, ready to help others and show up in love with this feeling safe and secure daughter romance energy with someone who aligns with that angelic energy I'm hearing. Now, when the angel is in his shadow attributes, it's acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So those are those people who like claim they tapped in with the ancestors and all that, and they lie. They just use all the buzzwords to sound cool, you know what I'm saying, to fit in. And they act innocent and play this role like they're a good guy or a good, good girl. Meanwhile, they're manipulative, right? But no, this is someone being divinely led to be more in their angelic frequency and to align with other angelic frequencies, which looks like helping other people and not expecting anything tangible in return, because you know that you're feeding into the law of karma and everything that you need and want is coming back to you. You know that you have to invest into the flow of karma and the law of abundance. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to make your investment, right, in order to get a return, but you ain't even focused on a return. You trusting that everything gonna work out in your favor, and you just want to do well by somebody. Show up like an angel to give to a situation, to be present in a situation that involves romance. So this is dope. What spirit is this person needed to surrender to? What have they surrendered? What is this person already surrendered to get to this point on the journey? To get to that edge of the ledge? This fell on top of slave and artist. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. This is that surrendering. If the divine tells you to part ways with somebody that you were attached to energetically because you was trying to be their crutch and help them, this is somebody who finally got it. Like, okay, like the what's that reading I did? You can't save me from myself. You can't save me from myself. Good girl, I knew you were a good girl. The kind I always fall for, the kind I lose it all for. See, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time with the right one. Listen, this is speaking to someone who spent their time, their resources, maybe even drained some of their artistic, creative energy trying to help another, trying to fix someone. And that could be a parent, that could be a romantic partner, it could be a friend, it could be a sibling. And they had to surrender with this slave energy as God was leading them intuitively to the idea that they can't fix this person and they can't save them from themselves. So they're having to surrender this person's healing to them and open themselves up to feeling more safe and secure about a more aligned romantic connection. Okay. At the top of the deck, surrender to joy. Joy has been such a key theme for me here lately. Somebody's really being presented with an opportunity to take a leap of faith. Can you see this lady here leaping, jumping for joy? Somebody is being encouraged to take a leap of faith and like adventure into something new. this here trying to save somebody and like slaves being shackled to somebody and their circumstances, their energy, and what they brought to the table. Once you free yourself from that, or once you have freed yourself from that, you probably saw or will see that you were better able to experience joy. You were more present. You were more high vibe. You were able to receive light and angelic frequencies, which means you're able to better be grateful for and show appreciation when you're in the presence of an angel, when you're in the presence of people who mean you well and are high vibrational, and that contributes to you being able to show up like an angel and be well-meaning and high vibrational and helpful and present, right? But with Surrender to Joy, it says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. That situation where you're trying to fix somebody, it has or is blocking the flow of joy that wants to come into your life. It's hard for you to be present in that situation. Or if this is something, again, we're doing a reflection reading, if you're looking in hindsight, it was hard for you to be present in that situation because you were in a steady state of anxiety and low vibes, right? At the bottom of the deck, surrender comparisons with other people. That is like the disease of the nation. Everybody trying to be like everybody else and comparing themselves to everybody else. And that's that external validation that we were talking about, because you're looking at somebody else as the goalpost instead of being present and paying attention to where the divine is leading you and being grateful and appreciative and receptive of that. But it says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. Here you have a Native American woman here. She has all kinds of like exotic feathers. It's called I forgot what it's called. But like the feather headband that they wear in ceremony. And she has like war paint on. Because it truly takes being a warrior to be an individual in this lifetime, in this realm, in this capitalist patriarchal society, to be an individual and be a wolf that leads the pack. You have to master not comparing yourself to other people and what they got going on and what they doing, and just doing your own damn thing. Or like I like to say, keeping your eyes on your own damn paper, right? So we're going to close this out with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I'm really not able to pick up on whether somebody has already made this leap or like I said, they're at the edge of the ledge and being pushed to jump, but they haven't already. But as you move into this new year, the calling is to take that leap of faith, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where circumstantially the divine is pushing you off that ledge, because that's whatever it is, it's going to traumatize you. But you're going to learn how to fly. You're going to learn how to use your wings. You're going to learn how to swim if you get pushed in the pool, right? You're going to learn how to survive because you have it in you. And if that's what it takes, so be it. But you got to realize that you had the opportunity to jump on your own and you didn't take it. So now circumstantially, you're being pushed, right? So Spirit, what's the closing message of this reading for the Taurus collective at this time? Picking up that stubborn Taurus energy. See how these cards don't want to come out? That's part of the reason why y'all ass has been standing at that ledge and won't jump. Your stubbornness. All right. So you got 5 cards, it looks like, that fell, and they all fell face down, which tells me there's definitely some change that is taking place, as 5 represents change. Simplicity. Stop making things so complicated. Simplify your life. And for many of you, that's what you've been doing this year. Whether you realize it consciously or not, you've been simplifying your life. Your life has been being simplified by the divine, by way of the people that have been removed, the habits that you were brought face to face with so that you could heal them. Your life was being simplified. So while some of you may feel like it was to your detriment, or you feel bad, you grieving what no longer is at this point on the journey, you were just simplifying your life. So surrender to that simplicity. Welcome simplicity. For some of us, we're so used to chaos, we don't know how to live in peace. We don't know how to live with simplicity. We don't know how to live with a nervous system that is healthy, because we used to being in an uproar and conflict and chaos, you know what I'm saying, keeping us on edge or uncentered. Happiness. Surrender to joy. There is so much happiness and joy meant to come in for you all, but you need to take that leap of faith. If you have already, congratulations to you. Know that there's more happiness to come. If you find yourself seeing dolphins a lot, know that dolphins symbolize happiness and joy. Going forward. Look like somebody taking that leap, making some forward progression, taking that journey ahead and stepping into their power. Oh my God, please don't let me fall out this chair on this camera. Power, lightning striking, stepping into your divine power, taking authority and control over your life. I love that for y'all. And taking action. Powerful, decisive, divinely led action. I told you it's some change taking place. Somebody been standing at the edge of that ledge, but they gonna jump. They're gonna bust some kind of move because they've noticed potential somewhere. Right here you have potential, and there's a mountain there. But this mountain, there's also a sea of stars. Stars represent optimism, hope, healing, rejuvenation, renewal, reconciliation. Somebody has recognized potential, romantic potential with someone, or with something, somewhere, somehow. Something has great potential, and it was at a standstill because somebody was afraid to take that leap. But once they take that leap, they're going to discover wonders. This is equivalent to miracles in this deck. So I'm going to read the message of wonders to close us out, as that is what we have to look forward to if this reading resonates with you in any way. So in this image here is a piece of quartz crystal. It says natural rock crystals, clear amethyst, citrine, rose, and smoky were all revered in ancient times. The Aborigines of Australia called it maben, which was the material through which their shamans and elders gained their magical powers. The Egyptians believed quartz had mystical healing abilities and would bury their dead with a piece of crystal on their forehead. The Greeks and Romans believed crystals were solid ice that had been formed by the gods and thus had mystical powers. Even to present day, people believe that crystals can help manifest their intentions. Perhaps that is because of the piezoelectric qualities of quartz, the reason why quartz can amplify radio signals. There are some places in the world where it's not uncommon to find crystals on the surface of the land. These are especially powerful because they have found you in their natural setting. What's coming to me is that many of you have or needed to work with some form of quartz crystal, like mentioned here, clear quartz, amethyst, citrine, rose quartz, smoky quartz. I have quite a few pieces of amethyst. I got some citrine necklaces. I need to take pictures of this stuff and post it online. But hit me up if you're interested, and I definitely can hook you up. But also that leap of faith is going to, like, God is going to blow your mind. So many, like, not just one miracle, but so many miracles and blessings are going to pour in your life that you're going to live in a constant state of wonder as a result of taking that leap of faith. It says just around the corner, exiting, just around the corner, exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first. Nevertheless, they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities, that potential, will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smaller ones, no matter how tiny they may seem. Let go of expectations. Don't limit the way that you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open. If you believe, anything and everything is possible. I told y'all, the divine has spent this year, your ancestors just spent, spirit guides have spent this year trying to get the Taurus collective to stop being limited in your creativity, in your approach to love, in your romantic relationships, in your familial relationships, in your communal relationships. When it comes to your craft and your career, take them limits off. When it comes to your spiritual practice, you are a limitless being, and the journey has been leading you to ground more into that in your 3D reality, in your everyday interactions with people. So I hope that this message found y'all well. If it did not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well and something was said that helps you along your journey. If you would like a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe should something have been said that resonated with you. If you'd like to donate, that information is in the description box below. And until next time, y'all. Peace.